sincerity has gone out of fashion and now irony is all the rage. It may be then that the reason why intellectuals rage so powerfully, the reason why they beat their heads against the institutional cages of the ivory tower, is because they have created a self-fulfilling prophecy. They have made alienation an end in itself. They have pursued a sort of narcissistic self-indulgence which allows them to ride their own favorite hobby horse at the expense of continuity with the domain of culture as a whole, and at the expense of logical coherence itself. This then is my take on the predicament of post-World War II thought. When we analyze the tradition, we try and incorporate the tradition, and we try and figure out, not just in theory, but in practice, what these intellectual trends amount to. I think that the sociology of knowledge tells us much more about this sort of intellectual construct than any sort of theoretical demythologizing. I would be inclined to say that the result of the postmodern project is that A, intellectuals have become, for all their avant-garde posturing, intellectuals have become incredibly provincial and incredibly conventional. The political ground occupied by most professional intellectuals is an amazingly small and truncated spectrum of political and moral thought. And this is a self-contained infinity. This is an infinity which marginalizes itself and makes a virtue out of its own alienation. The result of all this moral and political chaos, this philosophizing in the dark, is that we generate individual and unique philosophies of resistance, protest, and negation, which serves as rhetorical clothing for the naked resentment and ambition of the intellectual class.